Hello there everybody, Lego here, and today I bring you a video I wasn't really expecting to make at all, but you know what? Why the heck not, to be completely honest with you guys. So guys, as you can see, I have a little bit of a description here of what I was actually going to be doing in Penguin Oasis before it was shut down on April 28th, 2020. Which is actually a year ago today, surprisingly. I'm also doing this after I made the video for me looking back at a lot of my Penguin Oasis videos. Go watch that, it's actually very interesting. You will love it indeed. It was a very, very, very great video to make. But now, let's look and see what I was going to do on Penguin Oasis episodes before the shutdown even happened. Because as you can see, I had a lot of plans to continue episodes here on Penguin Oasis before the shutdown happened. And, well, now I can reveal this stuff to you because, I don't know, now that I made the video, it makes more sense. So without further ado, everybody, let's jump right into it. So guys, as you can see, we're starting off with April 28th, which is exactly a year ago today. I was originally going to go through the Marvel Superhero Party of 2013. Now I did do this in the past on the first ever episode of the series, but not in its own standalone video, just like all the other episodes before this. On May 5th, and yes, this is all ideas from last year, we were obviously going to do my May 2020 Igloo, which was also going to be pretty awesome. On May 12th, we were going to go through the Medieval Party 2012. On May 19th, I was going to go through the Zootopia Party on the video. On May 26th, I was going to go through the Fair 2015. Since I technically already went through the 2015 Fair in an older episode of Penguin Oasis back in June of 2018, it's time to do it as its own standalone episode. I was also going to do the 2014 one until I realized that you weren't able to actually locate the theme park in that party. At least the files for it. You were only able to in the 2015 one, which explains why. For June, I would obviously the first one for June, and yes, by the way, just to be clear, I realized the first day of June this year is actually a Tuesday, but that's nothing special. Oh, wait a minute, sorry, spoke too soon. That is LEGO Zelda Summer 2021, if you guys remember, or forgot. Anyway, the point is, that day, June 2nd, I was going to do my June 2020 Igloo. On June 9th, I was going to go through the 2012 Marvel Party. On June 16th, I was going to go through the Music Jam of 2011, because why not? On June 23rd, I was going to go for the Penguin Cup event, even though I already did on April 23rd, 2019, but not as its own standalone video. On June 30th, I was going to go through the Monsters University Takeover event, because never did that as its own standalone video yet. All of these I never did. On July 7th, 2020, I was going to do my July 2020 Igloo, as you would expect. On July 14th, I was going to go for the Ultimate Jam event. On July 21st, I was going to go for the Music Jam of 2014. On July 28th, I was going to go for the Finding Dory Party, because why the frick not? On August 4th, I was going to do my August 2020 Igloo. On August 11th, I was going to do just some commands. And the same goes for the 18th. On the 25th, I was going to go through the first Frozen Party. On September 1st, I would leave the Frozen Party there because I would literally do the third one only a week later, but mainly on September 1st, the day of last year's LI Summer ending, we were going to do the September 2020 Igloo. And a week later, we would do the 2016 Frozen Party. But why would we do that when I could clearly just think of something else? Well, that's all I could think of at the time. On September 15th, which would have been perfect for last year's theme park anniversary, we would have done the Fair of 2012, which would have been perfect for last year on the 15th, due to that being the 2-year anniversary of the theme park. On September 22nd, I was going to go for the Medieval Party of 2013 since it never got its own standalone video. All of these never did. A week later, I was going to go for the Descendants Party. Now, due to that party being quite small, it was going to be a pretty short video. Now, here's where we get into Halloween. This is what I was talking about in yesterday's video, or the one that you saw earlier. Of course, on October 6th, we were going to go through... Well, no, sorry. The October 2020 Igloo, I was going to make that. A week later, I was going to go for the Halloween party of 2010. Which would have made sense, since that... Well, it would technically be a decade since that event occurred, but not really until like later in the month. It would have. Although this one would have made more sense. On October 20th, which was literally the 9-year anniversary since the Halloween party 2011 occurred, we were going to literally go for that party exactly 9 years after it first occurred on the original Penguin. Whoa, do not need to do that. Oh, whoa, we do not need to do that. I worked hard on this. And I also worked on this a long time ago, just to be clear. Anyway, on October 27th, we were going to go for the 2012 one. Now, although that right there, we already did that. I accidentally put that in there by accident. We were really going to just do the November 2020 Igloo. On November 10th, we were going to go through the Music Jam of 2016. Exactly a week later, we were going to go for Operation Blackout. And then a week later, Operation Puffle. We were going to do all EPF events besides the 10th. In December, which is where we get into the fun Christmas stuff, we were going to go through we were going to make the December 2020 Igloo. On December 8th, a week later, we were going to go through the holiday party of 2010. more notifications. And this one also would have been perfect, just like the Fair 2012, because the holiday party of 2011 to celebrate my 9-year anniversary of playing the original Penguin, as that was literally the first party I ever experienced on the game. This next one, I was actually going to switch it to commands, actually. And then here we do commands. Here's some that goes into this year. You can clearly see where this is going, even though I already did these two events literally like last year in its own separate video. As you can see, we had a lot going on here. And then this is March, and then actually nothing else after that. I never finished. Yep, that was all my plans, at least that I could think of back then. What do you guys think? Those were all my plans before the game was shut down. I had all of these plans, and they never happened. Rip. And unfortunately will never. That's sad. Which one of these were your favorite? I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. See you later.